Good afternoon, everybody. The last day of the trip that Alex and I went on, I didn't really do like my normal style vlog. So I ended up just kind of taking video clips of what we did throughout the day. So in the early morning, we went and we dropped off his dad and his stepmom at the airport, which went great. It was another like 2-hour drive in the early morning, which I love. But then we went and decided to go into the city of Charlotte and explore. So I'm sitting here with my computer so I can look through the clips and kind of talk to you guys about what we did and remember what we did so I don't miss anything. First thing we had to do, of course, was find food. It was around noon, I believe. I think we dropped off his dad and stepmom at around like 11:30 or so. So we found this little market downtown, which was so cute. It was really small. It was much smaller than we thought it was going to be. I'm thinking maybe we didn't see it all. Maybe we didn't quite catch it all. I'm not really sure. And there was just a couple of places that you could stop and get some really good food. We ended up just using the bathroom and then heading over to this, I'm gonna call it a children's museum. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So there was like a ton of different stuff to do there. There was a rainforest exhibit. There was all these different building blocks. Alex and I made our own city, and then he took these really cool flat blocks and angled them all in different directions, and we made this, it almost looks like a UFO with a spire on the top. Kind of essentially what it was. There's cool stuff. There was these magnets that moved to the beat of different music, which was really, really cool. It kind of reminded me of like Fantasia, and some pretty interesting, entertaining candy art of Justin Bieber, which, I mean, it's the Biebs. This is like a little bit more creepy of this man standing, and he looks massive, and that's because this was a part of like a Ripley's Believe It or Not, and this man was like 8 foot something tall. So next to Alex, he's literally a giant. He had giantism or something like that. I don't remember what it was called. But we played around and all the different stuff that they had, saw some cool stuff. Again, this camel was made out of toys, like I think entirely out of toys. There maybe had to be some sort of a frame there, but there was aquarium bits. We saw some pretty unique stuff on our way back to grab another snack. Yep, she just has a hedgehog on her lap. Casual. We shared an acai bowl, which was so good. And we ended up going and watching an IMAX show on the ocean while we still had some time to kill. And I hadn't been in an IMAX theater, I think since I was a kid, which was a really long time. And as we were leaving, this whole car is made out of matchsticks. The whole car. So we ended up going and exploring some of downtown Charlotte as well. We just kind of walked around and found some lunch and just kind of enjoyed the city for what it had to offer. Here comes the part where I'm pretty sure Alex is literally never going to travel with me ever again. I'm not lying when I say every single time that we go on a vacation or a trip somewhere, we don't come back as planned. So even this, it's not winter. There's nothing that you would think would be happening. And we still get delayed. So we get to the airport and everything seems fine. We're sitting at the gate, and then there's like a little bit of a delay because it's been raining, there's been storms around, and the plane coming in was like 10 minutes late. So I was like, haha, it's delayed, which is very typical for us. Boarding time is just 10 minutes late, everybody gets on, everybody boards, it's great. And then we're sitting there. Our plane is supposed to take off at, I believe 7:30 was our scheduled flight time, and I pull out my camera to kind of record what's going on. So it's 8:26, I'm like more than halfway through a magazine, Alex is on his phone, we're still sitting there. Then it's around 8:43. I'm starting to get hungry because we haven't really had dinner and bored, and it's getting dark outside. Then it's even darker outside. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's like 8:54 according to my camera at this time. We're still sitting there. I thought I was gonna be able to get up and go and get food, but they were like, no, we have a 12-minute window to leave. We have, like, that is our flight. They had to change our flight pattern. We have a 12-minute window for takeoff. So now it's 9:03. We're finally pulling out. At 9:11, we actually take off. This is about when we should have been landing back home in Manchester. So there were some crazy storms, and we could actually see some of the lightning kind of, I mean, obviously you're up in an airplane, so you can see pretty far. We could see it off in the distance from our plane, which was pretty cool / kind of scary for me. Lightning is intimidating to me, so. But it was kind of cool to see in the distance. I missed a really big and close one. It was literally like I shut off my camera and then it happened, but it is what it is. Yeah, so keeping ourselves entertained on the flight, and landing, the cloud cover was so low, you couldn't really see that we were landing until we were just about the height of the buildings, which was crazy. So we did end up finally leaving and coming home to like absolute rain. It was cold. It was like 50 degrees out, and we didn't leave the airport till almost 11:30. And I didn't finish anything in the vlog. I didn't do an ending clip. That was it. It was just the time, the temperature, and it was just like literally so typical of ending one of our vacations. I don't think Alex is gonna bring me anywhere, ever. But essentially that was our last day of vacation, and that's what I had for you guys. So I hope it was good enough. I hope it was entertaining. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow.